guys, it's Grant's Comics here, and today we're going to review JSA Classified number 23 featuring Captain or Dr. Mid-Nite. Boom, right there, with awesome cover of Dr. Mid-Nite. I didn't really, honestly, I don't even know who Dr. Mid-Nite is. Obviously, there's a ton of superheroes and supervillains I've never heard of, unless you're a fan of DC or Marvel, or just like superheroes in general. You don't really know these guys, so that's why I love reading comics, and I like getting comics because I get to read stories or get comic books that the character I've never even heard of before. Like, obviously, I know who Batman is, I know who Superman is, I know who Spider-Man is, Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, but I've never heard of Dr. Mid-Nite, which is it's a very cool cover too. I think the artwork kind of reminds me of like Batman. Like, it just reminds me of so many things, like Batman. You can see like the face kind of looks like the Flash a little bit, and then Night Owl from Kick-Ass, or sorry, not Kick-Ass, but the Watchmen. There's so many things this reminds me of. Good things a DC comic, because if it was like Marvel or anything else, I would basically call this book out and say this reminds me of Batman, because it kind of does remind me of Batman. And it kind of has like the red chest thing, kind of look like Robin. So it's just like a mixture of a lot of things. But this comic is actually not that bad. It's really cool. I love it. It's just, and I love that in one of the panels it shows how Captain Mid-Nite became Captain Mid-Nite. He was a surgeon that was in like a accident, and he made him blind. He'd seen the dark, and it kind of looks like the Predator right there, where you can sense heat to people. But I really loved it. I think, to me, if there's any other storylines, if I ever get storylines with Dr. Mid-Nite on it, I would love to get it. And maybe my favorite DC superhero will be Dr. Mid-Nite. One of my favorite DC superheroes is the Spectre, and I love Lobo. But besides that, maybe Dr. Mid-Nite might be another favorite. I don't know. And it's kind of funny because I'm a Marvel fan. So yeah, this story in particular is just Dr. Mid-Nite's trying to find out, like, I guess people are turning into vampires or pretending to be vampires, because this was 2007. This was at the time Twilight movies were popular, I'm assuming. But so Dr. Mid-Nite is trying to find out who is turning people into vampires. Like, he's going to, like, there's one scene where he's like in a club, where you see like he's in a club and he's trying to find the perpetrator, like the vampire perpetrator, and then he runs into this, like, I guess stripper or performer. Performer. They don't like being called strippers now these days. But there's one of the performers, like, she's saying, "Oh, I like to drink blood," and stuff like that. So he's kind of like, okay, that's kind of weird. But yeah, so he still continues to find the vampire, and in the next panel, he actually finds a woman getting bitten by a vampire, and she's like, "Help me!" But you can kind of see she's screwed already, because you can see the eyes, and then you can see the vampire right there. He already basically took out his blood, or her blood, and then you can just see like the vampire running away from Dr. Mid-Nite, and you can kind of see. This is a really cool story. I actually enjoyed it. And, you know, a lot of, and then like towards the end, I'll show you like a few panels where the vampire does bite Dr. Mid-Nite right there. So I don't know if Dr. Mid-Nite is survived it, but here's another one of Dr. Mid-Nite right there, where he's just sitting there. The very last panel, he's basically on the ground in the middle of nowhere, and it says "to be continued." So right there. So I don't know if he survived it. So hopefully I get Dr. Mid-Nite, or JSA Classified Dr. Mid-Nite 24. Hopefully I get that. But it's a very cool cover. I like it. Like I said, I love getting these comics where I don't know the character and I love to know about the character. I mean, obviously, I want their first appearance so I get to know them but for someone like Dr. Mid-Nite, his first appearance was in the 40s, and you would imagine that his his first appearance is like a couple of thousands. So I do love stories where in like modern-ish eras. Very cool. The condition is pretty decent. There's a few spine ticks, maybe like 3 that I see. So it's not gonna be too bad, but other than that, it's pretty good. But yeah, that's it for now. This came from this came from that Spider-Man booth. If you guys watched my biggest fan mail part 2 video, that's where this is from. So yeah, that's it for now. If you guys ain't subscribed to Grant's Comics and you guys are watching this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share this video and the Grant's Comics channel to the comic book community. And if you guys are subscribed to Grant's Comics, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share this video, and also Grant's Comics channel to the comic book community. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Alright.